weren't even live yet? God damn it, I wanted all of the internet to know that I eat people.
No, it's probably not a good idea.
Oh well, the only
Probably
the
not a
stream
good
started with I want the internet to know that I eat people, so good luck.
Yeah. And all of the human organs to eat, why did you go with lungs?
Serious, I've heard from actual cannibals that human lungs are like
So why
lungs
do
and
you...
cheeks, like it's the fatty parts, you know.
And I
like,
think
those
this
are-
all started
Well, yeah,
because
but
I said
lungs
season's
aren't-
greetings.
Lungs aren't fatty. That if you have fatty lungs, that's a
I'm
problem.
not a fucking scientist, okay? All I know is that I've heard at least 3 different cannibals say that human lungs taste good. And
Why do you know so many cannibals?
I don't
Why
know
do
them
you know so many?
I don't know them personally.
The
Like,
thing that I've always
Nala-
heard.
Okay, if it's people on the internet saying that they're
Yeah, like-
cannibals,
No, like
They're not.
famous actually people that were like arrested and have been like convicted and are actually people that ate
Okay, because
FBI, open
I've
up.
read things from actual cannibals too.
Yeah.
I've always heard that
Cannibals,
humans
Shia
taste like
LaBeouf.
veal.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too.
Oh my
Taste
god,
like
the internet
cannibals.
memes.
Alright, we gotta press the big red button and release the nukes.
yes.
I did
So-
just also finish watching Yellow Jackets recently, so this is like present on my mind. And
So-
I'm hungry.
It hurts.
Jesus.
He's hungry for hands.
Oh
Instantly.
god, that's fucking.
That don't
Only
make hands
hands
to
is blue.
satisfy.
Damn it.
Carl.
Oh, that kills
Carl?
people.
Why is there a dead man in our kitchen?
Oh, wow.
We should probably stop before I rip off the entire series because I know it.
It's been so
Enough.
long since I've seen that.
It's alright.
Why is my sound setting?
But yes, thank you guys for joining. Welcome, everybody. And who wants to get started with the recap?
I can actually do it for once, because I was actually here for once.
Yay.
Let's
If
hear
no
it.
one else wants to do it.
All you, baby.
Oh,
Cool.
this doesn't have sound. That's odd.
So, started off. Not that one. It's good. Okay, so we started off with trying to figure out where we're gonna go after our loss of Tabs. May she rest in jail. Anyway, trying to figure out where we're gonna go. We decided to go to Arconics, get a little shopping done with our new gold. When on our first rest night, bunch of assassins come out of nowhere. Turns out, Pesh knows them. Turns out, even more lore, Pesh founded their guild and has been missing the whole time. 92 years. Yeah, so he's been trying to rest and recuperate and get strong before going back to the guild when they found him. And so now we are forced to go visit their guild and take on a quest. That quest being killing a pirate. Cool. So, we decide to go straight for the town and immediately get boarded. After a lengthy debate, decide to lie about being sent by merchants, which ended up with us not getting captured, but brought in as guests. Think it was Errolin, or maybe it was Astasra had the brilliant idea of us handing all of our gear over to Astasra, having her wild shape so that all our gear was hidden, and we got it all back. Bought some diamonds, very expensive diamonds,
Mhm.
and we left off inside the old man of war that we rented a room from to strategize and figure out what our next moves are. Also, I think in the notes was it 2,700 or 1,700?
2,700, because you bought 500 diamonds and then 100 diamonds.
Oh, it was 500s? I
Mhm.
thought it was 300.
I think it was the 500.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they were quite expensive because we had to pool our money together. You and I fronted it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for doing the recap.
That's why he's called Lore of War.
I didn't even think about that.
Does he be foreign all that lore?
Okay. Are you hungry? Have you had breakfast?
Unfortunate.
You're really hungry today, aren't you?
Yeah, I just had breakfast, doing all
No,
that lore.
I mean, Fane talking about cannibalism and now bored.
So hungry. I literally have DoorDash up on my phone right now, and I'm like trying to decide. I only have like $40 left. Do I want to do
Where do you
this?
order
or do I-
human lung from?
Oh, I mean, you
Yeah.
don't get that on the DoorDash
Kill
website, but I
me.
know a guy.
I can't reveal my sources. I'm so sorry.
I know a place that's probably heavily monitored and you'll get arrested.
Got a
That's not
mortuary
good
down
for
the street from my
anybody.
house.
Yeah, that's a bad place, buddy.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's called the dark web.
We don't speak about the dark web here. What do you know about the dark web?
Why would
It's
you
a
go to
web
the
and it's
web?
dark.
I went once when I was a
If you're gonna be
teenager.
How
doing
are you
something
supposed to even
illegal,
see?
here's the thing: if you're gonna be trying to get something illegal, right? Why would
Yeah.
you purchase it?
Like, in general,
Words of wisdom with the
In general, yes. Why would you purchase
well,
something
so
illegal?
that you can secure a stable supply of it. Like, you can't just steal all of the illegal drugs that you want.
Okay,
Yeah,
we need
you
to
That's
get
not how you get a
different
On a
stable
unrelated
hospitals.
note,
supply.
Cartel comes after us for spilling their
I
weapon
miss
secrets.
I miss the
Like,
Silk Road. The Silk Road was
Like
street.
you ever
Let's
used it.
let's be clear. You can absolutely
I
steal
used it many
a stable
times.
supply of drugs because you can just find a druggie to rob and continuously rob them because they'll keep buying it.
This
Or
isn't
die.
Schedule 1.
And they
la
won't
la
like
la.
This isn't
La,
Schedule
la, la,
1.
they're not gonna call the cops that you robbed them, right? Because what are they
They
gonna tell
fucking
them?
might.
Hey, somebody stole my illegal drugs from me.
See,
You would be
you're
surprised
assuming that
how many
drug
times
Mr.
addicts-
Police Officer, somebody
Yeah.
stole my heroin.
it
Never seen
happens
the
a lot more
determination
often
of
than
a
you
crack
think.
fiend wanting drugs. I would not mess with them.
Yeah,
Guys, we should play D&D.
Anyways,
you should.
Drugs and drugs.
Drugs in D&D.
when seeking lungs, just find dead bodies.
Oh my god, I
Wonderful.
still don't hear it. What is going on?
Alright, you don't hear what?
Oh, the audio of the video. I don't understand what's going on.
The audio of what video?
The one he sent in general.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf one.
Oh, okay. Yes, so, where we had
Yep.
left off, you guys
Mine's
were, I
Is ours for you?
believe, a couple of you were just about to go, like, drinking and stuff.
Yes, me and Fane. I was gonna use my where is it? Tankard of sobriety that I've been holding on since the first goddamn session. Finally coming in handy, and Fane was gonna use the powers of alcoholism.
Mm.
to get information out of these guys.
What am I supposed to be getting information out of them about?
Give me a second. We're trying to anything we can. So, guard scheduling. Oh no, I remember. It was whether they're following out of fear or loyalty.
Mhm.
That's the big one.
Oh, that's right.
We're
We were
trying to
trying to
figure.
recruit some.
Yes, because if
Because
we
we're
can recruit a bunch of them,
we can take their
then
shit.
we can steal a ship.
Oh, girl.
Wow, I see why. Got
Yeah, I
it
can do
torqued.
that. I'm so good at my job.
And I don't know if someone else was going to do scouting or even what time of day it is. Because I think I think the best time to do it would be like early evening when things are starting to wind down, and then attack in the middle of the night when most of the guards are going to be asleep.
Let's do this one step at a fucking time, huh?
Well, I know. The first step is what time is it currently?
Let's see. I mean, it's probably like 4-ish in the afternoon, 3 or 4.
Okay. What time does it start getting dark? Like what time is sunset?
Let's see. Let me check my timekeeping tab. Sunday. It is NIM.
I forget how in depth people get with this stuff, and like there's whole time charts of like, okay, sunset at this day at this time would be this. I always forget that.
That's like early summer. So probably not till like 8:30 or 9.
Okay. So we could rest up until like 7:30, spend a couple hours drinking and getting information out of these guys, and then go on the attack once it's dark.
Power shell.
Maybe. I don't know. I think you're thinking a couple of steps ahead here.
I mean, just two.
Right.
Oh,
Alright. Okay. So, what's the first thing that you guys do?
We were like mid-conversation with the bartender, weren't we?
No, you tried to start a conversation with the bartender, asked him a question,
Oh, we
and
got
then
called
he...
away.
Yeah. Well, less called away and more like deflected and walked away.
Okay.
I don't know, Lorvor, what's our first step?
Well, I'd say wait until like 7:30 because we have the room for the night into the morning. So wait till about 7:30 so that we can, people are getting off shift. We can really get them hammered and gauge their interest. Maybe try and recruit some now, and then work the plan from there.
feel like this is gonna go wrong immediately.
I mean, we got to be subtle about it, obviously.
That's not our specialty.
Yeah, I know. But I think priority one is figure out whether they're loyal to money or this guy.
Excuse me, here is a knife. Please stab your boss.
A lot
Yeah,
of people
like I
take
said,
you up
step
on
one.
that.
Step one is figure out the what they're loyal to. And then develop the plan further from there.
Hey, sounds good.
I have kind of a flow chart in my head,
Yeah.
a branching tree of paths that this plan can take, depending on the information we get.
And most of those branches are on fire, right?
Not yet. Some of them, yeah, like, okay, if this and this and this and this are bad for us, then yes, this is gonna end with a fire somewhere.
Yeah.
Namely, us trying to go in guns blazing to kill this guy. Every avenue I see with that ends with a lot of fire.
We got this.
Pesh looks at you.
Oh,
Wait, that's an option?
Actually, this does give me an idea of causing a distraction
Which
by
calls for
burning
fire.
a building. Yes, start a fire somewhere. Maybe this building over here, it'd be pretty easy to get to, and it's on the opposite side of the map from where we're going.
For what? For what? For what reason?
For a
are we
distraction.
setting a distraction from what?
From
Something
us
cause
going
some
in to kill
chaos.
this guy.
If they're busy fighting the fire, that's gonna draw
Yeah,
men
they're
away.
they're gonna send their guards and things to go fight the fire.
At least
Then
most
it's
of them.
easier for us to sneak in and kill the guy
I don't know. For me,
and
if there's
steal all of
a
his shit.
fire on the ship, the captain is probably going to be involved in.
Not the ship. I'm talking about the guardhouse next to the ship.
Guardhouse next to the ship? Wait, which house?
I
are
don't
you
know if it's a
pointing at?
guardhouse or what. This one.
I'm not seeing your ping.
It's in the top
Right.
right corner.
That's why I wasn't seeing your ping. I wasn't looking at it.
Yeah. Top right corner. It's in the opposite direction of where we need to go.
Not a guardhouse, by the way, just a regular house. Not like a
So we
like a
can
guard
set
tower.
fire to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could still set fire to it.
Is the original family still living there?
We could send Pesh to do it. And then Pesh could fight people as they try to put out the fire.
By himself?
Are we
Well, I mean,
sacrificing
send backup, obviously.
to help Pesh?
So now we have.
I'm trying to give Pesh what he wants.
You know what? I could go with Pesh, and then we can use Dimension Door. I can teleport
There
back.
we go.
Why are we splitting the party to set somebody's house on fire? Like, these are all great ideas, but I don't think you know what your goal is. I don't think you know,
Ah,
like,
separate the
shit.
guards
I
from
got
the
a
building.
work call.
Great. So now, what are we actually gonna do?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily bad. There could be some smoothing out, maybe.
I have a plan.
What's our
Yes,
plan?
go in, guns blazing, attack everyone.
We walk up to his door, kick it in.
I'm not
And
following the
then
rest of this.
have 80 pirates on our ass with bows and swords at our back.
At least they're all coming from the same side.
Well,
could-
that's.
barricade
Alright,
the
I'm back.
doorway with fire. Burn fire at the doorway. And I don't know. Use rope rappel down the window. This is messy.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a plan to make it
you
as
could tell that Pesh is
least
not
messy
good
as
at
possible.
the
We're
less
in
messy
the situation.
planning.
We're in the situation that we're in right now, not knowing what to do. because of the plan that you came up with. So maybe let's let somebody else come up with a plan.
Okay,
We
well,
kind of messed up just by heading straight to the town without scoping that. That wasn't anyone in particular's like fault.
Yeah, that
Ever
was
since
that was
then,
like
Like
a
we've been
half
able to
of
vote
us,
out of that.
that you
like half
chose.
of us agreed to Leroy Jenkins it into the place, and we flew head first into them. Yes.
We made a good compromise, you know, on how to handle that situation. And that's what we're in the middle of right now.
Yeah. Not everything goes according to plan. Sometimes things just happen.
yeah.
Are we like
So I
on the
know.
ground right now?
Right now, you guys are, I believe, in your hotel room or in
We're
your
in the room.
in your
I
room.
mean, is the ship on the ground right now?
Yes. So this ship is clearly like been kind of wrecked, destroyed, and then
It's not.
or
Good.
partially destroyed, like dropped from the sky basically, and then refurbished into this tavern. It has like some tavern built out from the
Not
front
the
of it.
tavern ship, the ship we're trying to overthrow ship.
Oh, which one? The big the Desert Eagle or the Crimson Scorpion? Because those are the two ships that currently fly that are in town.
Whichever one has the pirate guy on it. The scorpion one, I think. That's
The
one that
pirate guy
guy's
walked
on.
into this house.
Jesus. I'm not asking about his house. I'm asking about the ship that he captains.
You don't know that yet. You can assume context clues some things, but you don't know for sure which one he captains.
So he's not even on the fucking ship right now. He's just like in his house.
Well, we just did business with him on ground.
Yeah.
Y'all, I have aphantasia. I can't see where things are happening.
Okay, well, look on the map.
Yeah,
I'm looking
same.
on the map.
Here, I'll show him
So
to
we
show where he
saw
came from
him.
the first time.
Yeah, we saw him come out of here. We're here.
And that's why I'm asking if the ship is on the ground or if it's in the air.
Yes, the ship is on the ground.
This ship is on the ground.
We are on.
This ship is in the air. The the Desert Eagle is in the air.
And he's
Eagle.
not
Okay, see,
on
I
it.
thought. No.
He's
Yeah,
in
the
his
Desert
fucking
Eagle
house.
is kind of parked like roof level of this house.
He's in his fucking house by himself.
Yep.
Let's just fucking go get him.
That's
Like, why are we overcomplicating this?
Because I don't want to
the caveman
fight
SpongeBob thing.
40 bandits.
There aren't 40 bandits. There's one fucking dude in a house. We get in, we murk him, we leave.
If we get seen by anyone going to
Now
the
you're
house,
worried about
they're
getting
gonna
seen?
sound the
Now
alarm.
you're worried about getting seen? We're
We're worried
on
about getting
fucking
seen this
ship.
whole
we're
time.
merchants right now.
We're
You-
merchants. We have a
we've
We're
got
cover.
merchants. Bro, we don't know shit about this. Like, we're pretending to be somebody that we have no idea. We immediately fucked that up when you started, like, inspecting the gems or whatever, and he was like, that's not how this is done. Because
No,
we
we
don't know
already
what we're
made the
doing.
deal. We
But
got
you
away
don't-
with
We
it.
already
We
made the deal. We have the gems.
If you don't think he's
As-
suspicious of us, is what I'm getting at. Like, if you don't think we
Probably.
fought our way through that, like, he knows.
A pirate's probably suspicious of everyone.
Exactly.
I mean, we
And then
told
we
him
come
that
in
we
with a
weren't the
half-baked
merchants
ass
themselves,
story.
and we were like running cover for the merchants because they were too scared to come themselves.
Just,
think
we
it's
Yeah.
just need to go get him. We just need to go get him. We're overcomplicating this, and we're gonna get ourselves in trouble. We just need to go get him and get the fuck out.
Look, Barge just charging headlong into getting this guy is just gonna get us killed. We have an entire army of bandits here. If any of them spot us on our way in there right now, weapons armed, as far as they're aware, we're unarmed. They took our weapons.
Do you have pass without trace? Do we have methods to
Pass without trace
That
doesn't
doesn't help
work.
you hide.
21.
Yeah, it doesn't really help you if
Yes.
there's nothing to hide behind.
I don't know. I'm seeing rocks. I'm seeing ships. I'm seeing drunk sailors. I'm seeing plenty of distractions and plenty of shit to hide behind. Like, let's wait a couple hours and get these guys so fucking blasted that they don't know where they are, and let's just go in and get the dude and go.
I think the fires are not a bad idea though, to at least draw a bit of like chaos.
It'll draw the guards away. That'll make
Sure,
it easier
set
for us to
something on
get there.
fire on the other side of the map. Sure, set something on fire. I could give a fuck. Like, set every building over there on fire. But we're overcomplicating this by like trying to pretend to be merchants and trying to like.
No, that's just our cover for being here.
I
That's the
know
reason we're
that.
not in a
I
jail
know.
cell right now.
We already covered that.
We're past that. We're very past that. What we're trying to figure out now is how to get in, steal the shit, kill the guy, and get out. Maybe steal one of his ships on the way out.
Because right now with our cover, we're just spending the night until you would leave in the morning.
Because exfil, us getting out of this place is still going to be a problem because they've got a bunch of guard towers and 2 ships in the air that'll shoot us down. So I'm trying to figure out how we get in, kill the guy, and get out without getting shot down on the way out.
Maybe we should have thought about all of that before we just got on the fucking ship.
Well, we didn't, so we're here now.
In fairness, they were on us pretty fast. We didn't have a lot of time to come up with a detailed plan before we got on their ship, you know?
So depending on how fucked up his corpse is and how loud we are in killing him, how many people know, what we can do is I can steal his clothes and
then you're gonna
use
pretend to be him and hope.
Oh,
that
do
they
we
I
have
can
to
use
retrieve his
disguise
head?
self. We do.
Okay, I
But I
thought
can
so.
disguise self, and then we can give an order, just a quick order, to get us out of here without getting shot down immediately.
Fucking
That'll at
A.
least, I don't think
There's
it's, I
just-
think they're going to question it.
There's too many
I'd say
moving
that'll give us
parts.
enough, that will
Like,
give
this
us
is
enough
so-
time to get out without getting shot down so we can run.
Like, it's a good theory, it's a good plan on paper, but I think what you're forgetting is that this isn't a novel that we're writing. This is D&D, and there are roles involved, and there's like
Yes.
a million things in this plan that we're
We
gonna
can
have to
have
roll
fun.
for, and it's gonna
I mean,
go
it's the
bad.
same thing in a fight. A straight fight is going to be a shit ton of rolls, and then we still have to try to get out. If it doesn't work, then we default to your plan, which is just charge in head first with no plan and kill everything in the way.
To be fair, that's also
So,
Pesh's plan. It's
What
also
is
Pesh's
It's
plan.
also Pesh's plan.
what is the first thing that you do so we can get started on like
It wasn't
narrating
my
stuff?
plan. My plan was espionage and
We go
Yes.
down, get a bunch of pirates blasted, and try to figure some stuff out.
Okay, let's do that. That's where we're at right now.
Alright. Most of you will, I believe, be staying in the room, correct? Like,
I mean, I don't have a choice in the matter. I have to.
No, yeah, we left Astosera and Pesh in the room, and then everyone else came down to the bar.
okay.
Sorry, my throat. I could probably like play music and kind of get them like sentimental and want to drink as well, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll be providing tavern entertainment.
Yes.
Do you want to go ahead and just more or less narrate, what that looks like with you coming down there and giving entertainment?
Sorry, yes, I will. Let me just clear my throat really well. Alright, I will kind of wind my way onto what is probably a dusty and, not much of a platform, but more or less a platform. And I will pull out, let's say I will pull out a lute. Yes, I'll pull out a lute. And then I will begin a song about sentimental lovers separated, by long distances and troubles.
Okay. As you climb up on the stage and get your lute out and make sure you're all tuned up and start to play, some of the patrons are gonna be like, "Oh, we got a bard in here! Sing us a song!" Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Okay.
Oh, can I help him with this because I do have
Are you going to be
proficiency
up
in
on this
performance?
stage helping him?
I can like clap along to the
But
beat
you have other things to be doing.
just to help him with the check, just to get the song started.
So, I mean, the song is going to be taking a long time.
I
The
got
check
this.
is
You
Oh,
don't
is
over
have
the
it?
to worry
course of
Okay.
the
about it.
song.
Never
I
mind
got
then.
Yeah.
this.
Never
I
mind then.
appreciate the offer, but I think I got this.
I'm just trying to give him a better chance of succeeding.
Is there an actual button for performance, or do you want me to just roll?
Yeah, there's a
20?
button for performance.
Here, can I
God, why can I not
pat him on the
see
back
these
and give him
things?
guidance? That'll help him out just in case. There you go.
Hey, there we
Thank
go.
you.
That
I'll
lasts
take
for a
it.
while.
Little D4.
So
Oh, there's
it's
performance.
between perception and persuasion.
Oh, I have a +10 to performance.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, like he's a good bard. He'll be fine.
Oh
Oh!
my goodness.
And an extra D4. And an extra D4. Okay. Every
And
check
an
that you guys make, every charisma check that you guys make while this is going, will be at advantage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, and I rolled a 4.
What?
34!
Jesus Christ.
Guys, I might be
No
cracked at music.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't expecting the crit success that.
That's so insane.
These guys are the best performance that they've ever seen.
Get this motherfucker a label. God damn.
My journeys have taught me many methods of storytelling, and I'm getting quite good.
Eberron is performing from the heart, and the pirates are so into it.
They're so locked in.
They're vibing.
Is he performing like story songs of our adventures thus far?
I think he said he was performing like songs of like.
I'm
lovers
appealing
separated
like to
and-
their emotions, things that would probably be like related to their life stories and things.
Oh, okay. So the beautiful women they left behind, the gold they didn't get.
Like yeah, it
Kind of shit.
like emotional.
Trying to encourage them to
significance.
drink.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
I am the Pied
I-
Piper of alcohol.
What is that? What's that one song? About like Johnny Let Her Go or something like that.
Oh no, dude, that one will make me emotional. And it's time for us to leave her.
Leave her.
Oh
Leave her, Johnny.
no, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her.
You got the
For the
whole bar just
poison
in
star
unison, waving their mugs in the air.
Jeremy, doesn't that
Mugs in the air,
make you
tears
sad
on the
too?
ground.
Don't you? You're with me on this, right? Though, Jeremy, even though
Which bit?
everything that happened, that song
It's time for us.
being
Oh,
very
yeah.
emotional.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Okay. Anyway, actually, wiping a
It's a good
little
fucking
tear out of
song.
my eye. Uh, yeah. That's a good song.
Okay, while you're performing, Lorvor and Fane, you've been
What about
given the perfect chance to shine. What are you doing?
Well, walk up to the bar, order a round of drinks for myself, Fane, and I don't know, look for a group of pirates.
To
It
hell with
seems like
that.
they're willing to talk.
One for everyone.
Yeah, I
Rounds
don't
for
have the
everyone
gold
in the
for that.
bar on me.
Alright.
Say it nice and loud so everybody knows that I'm buying their drinks.
Another round of cheers. There's about 15 pirates in the bar. The drinks are, let's see, not very expensive. I think they're like 4 copper a piece.
Put it on
Oh,
my
okay.
tab.
So,
Trying to win them over, right? This is how you do it.
let's see. And then one for you and Fane as well, so that's 17 total. That's less than 1 gold that you just spent. That's
Wow.
68 copper.
Did you say 17 silver or 68 copper?
68 copper, 6.8 silver.
Okay, okay. Fuck. I'm just gonna give him a silver. I don't have copper.
Okay, so just like 7 silver. Round
Yeah.
up.
That's what I meant. 7.
Okay.
Wait. Just added 7.
A round of drinks starts being served. People are cheering. Group of pirates is inviting you to come sit next to them. The generous donor.
There you go, Lorville. Go make some friends.
Mhm.
I'll follow him.
All right then. Gonna make sure that my drink gets poured into the tankard of sobriety and walk off.
Make sure my drink is not poured into the tankard of sobriety. You know,
no.
actually, you're a dick for making me do this because, like, I have a real problem with alcohol abuse, and you're like making me use it as like a party trick so that we can get information. Fuck you.
Your
But-
whole thing is drinking. Your
Yeah.
character's whole thing is drinking
Do you
heavily.
think maybe that's not a toxic trait? You think maybe that's not a bad
Yes.
habit that came as a
Fucking
result
probably.
I
of
just
his
thought Fane was a
fiance?
fun guy.
No, he's a sad boy. He's a sad, depressed boy with a dead husband.
A horse
fiancé,
walks into a bar. The
and a
bartender
fucking horse
asks,
in his head.
"Why the long face?" The horse says, "My crippling alcoholism is destroying my family."
Exactly. I'm the horse. But you know, I'll take this L. I'll make the sacrifice for the greater good. Take his tankard and go over and sit with the pirates in Lorvor.
You tell me you don't like the
Hello,
music
hello.
right now?
What about the music?
Are you telling me you're not vibing with the music right now? This is a chore for you?
No, the music is lovely. I was sober for quite a few days. I don't know if y'all recognized, but you know, we're undoing a streak here, but it's fine. He'll kind of plop down and he's sort of vibing. He's definitely vibing to the music. Loves a good live act. But we'll you know what, Lorvor?
You guys find different groups of people to sit
Oh,
down
did
to
we
talk
not-
with.
Oh, we went to
Oh,
different
wait.
groups?
Are you going to different groups or the same group?
I thought we were going to the same group, but I'll go to different groups. That's fine.
I misunderstood.
Doesn't matter to me one way or the other.
I don't know. I thought that we were both.
Are you going to the same table or no?
No.
Okay.
I can't be bothered to drink with Lorville. No, I'm gonna go drink a piece of
Drink with
Yeah,
him all the time.
yeah. teasing. I'm teasing. Find a different table with scoundrels to sit at.
Okay.
Maybe if there's one that's slightly less ugly and unwashed than the rest of them.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception check.
I'll go sit with Pretty Jim or whatever they call him.
Give me a
Sister
perception
Boy
check.
pirate.
Number +6. Oh yeah, that's good. 24. 24.
Yeah, you see among these, pirates and thugs,
Among Us.
you see there's one table that's a little bit cleaner than the rest. A couple of men and then like a female pirate with kind of cropped short black hair. Still a little bit dirty, but less so than the rest of them. Wearing heavier armor than the rest of them too.
Ooh.
Got like chain. Okay. You go sit down with them, and then Lorvor goes and finds a different group? Question mark.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Just
the
whatever
question
group
mark thing
looks
is
the
fucking-
most.
Infecting everybody.
Oh no, I did that a long time before I met Bia. Bia does the thumbs up, smiley face.
my god.
Jesus. Yeah, whatever group looks like they're the most talkative.
Okay. Yeah, you can finding a loudmouth in a group of pirates is like finding a straw of hay in a haystack.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy. You find one just right across the room. Along the bar, there's a bunch of guys hooting and hollering. Okay, which one of you wants to go first? We'll do like one and then the other, just so that we,
Rollies.
I'll let Fane take it away.
Okay.
Wow, I'm trying to be competitive.
I just need some time to think of what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting at this group. Everyone's, drinking their free beer. One of the guys is like clapping you on the back. He's like, "Hey, good to meet you. Good to meet you. Honored guest or whatever."
Honored guest, please. Miss me with that shit. My name is Fane. Go on, say it. Say my name.
Fane.
Yes.
All right, well, pleasure to
Thank
meet you, Fane. He'll grab your hand and kind of like shake your whole arm with it.
Oh,
Call me
God.
Fatty.
Okay. Well,
Name is Jimbo. That over there is Doug, and this is Althea. Welcome to the table.
we have to get that one. That one's a named NPC.
I love how I just named 3 NPCs.
No.
And so nobody else,
Only one of them
nobody
is-
other than me and you know who you're talking about.
Pleasure to make your acquaintances. What was it, Dave and Doug? Or something.
What did I just say?
Whatever. Somebody and Doug.
Somebody and Doug. Started with a J. I know it did.
Sure.
Does anyone remember?
Not a fucking clue.
We're gonna say Joey.
Sure, Joey and Doug. Doug and
I'm
Skeeter.
gonna write that down in general so that I don't remember, or so I don't forget.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Joey, Doug, Althea. He'll like lift his mug and take a big gulp in sort of greeting and whatnot. How many am I making a roll every time I take a drink, or like every time I finish one, or what?
Yeah, so this is kind of cheap beer, you can tell. You'll make a roll every time you finish a whole mug.
Okay. All right. Well, there's
Cheers!
one chug off the top. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Indeed. Lovely weather we're having lately, isn't it? Been garbage, hasn't it? It's been like storming.
I think it's been pretty good, more or less. I don't think it was like stormy when you guys got here. I do need to roll on my weather table more often, though.
You
I
should.
forget about it.
Well, I'll remind you.
Yeah, clear skies. Aside from, trolls every now and then.
Rolls.
Oh. I live in the mountains. We
Yes,
make a...
that is typically where they live.
It's real fun when they come attack. Just shoot cannons at them, blow their limbs off.
Oh, gods. Yeah, that does sound like a good time. So what do you lot do around here? What are your jobs individually? Make it up quick.
We work on a ship. I mean, like we've got individual crewmates.
Right,
Got
and
some individual DTs.
no offense meant, but the two of you just sort of do look like you do kind of a bit of everything. But you, darling, and he kind of looks over to Althea, you look like you're a bit more.
Well, I do. I maintain the cannons and stuff.
Cannoneer. Do we have cannons?
No, you don't have any cannons on your ship.
Could we get cannons?
You might be able to get one cannon, but cannons are very heavy, so yeah.
But we'll need one if we have a bigger, better ship.
You were asking on your ship.
Yeah, no, I know. I was asking on my ship, but
Yeah, keep them cleaned and functional.
yeah. So, what's it like working for the big guy? Seems kind of like a dick, isn't he? Confidentially, of course.
Who is it? I'll tell you what he is, though. Smart.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this
That's what you have to do.
he didn't join our crew till what, like a couple years ago. Now he's running the whole thing. Got this whole business set up. We're rolling in cash. We barely have to do anything.
Now, he joined the crew. You said he came on as a grunt and worked his way up.
Yeah, well, it took over when the. See this ship here, the Lightbringer, right? Was a silver flame like man of war, one of them hoity-toity Templar types.
Mm.
And he came up with he brought the idea to the old captain to take it down. So we spent all this time, organizing, setting up an ambush. Lost a couple ships in the process, but whew, let me tell you, it was worth it. It was worth it. We got a whole lot out of that raid. And when we came down to loot the ship where it crashed, we found this little diamond in the rough.
Mm. When was this? Was this a while ago?
6 months, probably.
6 months ago, and I'm sure you've made very many big scores like that since, yes?
Only a couple. Mostly we just patrol the area, take, keep people away and
Really?
take what we can from their ships while they're at it so they stay away.
Once a mighty treasure hunter, now relegated to guard duty. Shame.
Well, we make more money now than we ever did flying out in the principalities.
Yes, but it must be so dreadfully boring. I'm sure you must thirst for the adventure again.
I mean, it's alright. Less
Have you ever fought a
ship
dragon?
battles. What? No.
No. Well, my friends and I have.
What kind of merchant fights a dragon?
Shh. Keep it between you.
You're pulling my leg. Ain't no way.
Not at all.
Skinny boy like you fight a dragon.
No, my friend. The best merchants are the ones that can go to the worst places and get the best treasures, eh? You've got to be able to defend yourself, too. Once you've got all of that loot ready to sell, someone could just come and take it. My friends and I were no pushovers. We've seen some things. I guarantee the men working for us, double, triple the pay that you get. Easy. Because of us. Because of what we can do.
Althea takes a long drink, kind of finishes off, tops off the
I'll do the same.
thing that she's drinking. She sets it down. She'll signal the bartender for another one. She'll say, "So what you're saying is you're dangerous."
We can be. Or we can be very good allies. That's all I'm saying. Kind of depends on where you stand, isn't it?
Only way for a skinny runt like you to fight a dragon is if you use magic, isn't it?
Could be. But a dragon bleeds just like anything else, if you know how to cut it.
Go ahead and give me a deception check. And remember, this is with advantage because of the performance going on.
Hell yeah. 22.
I'll drink to that.
And I downed my mug too, and my con save was also 22. I'll gesture for a refill. Keep them coming, mate. I've got plenty of money for these. Whole bar. Just run me up a tab.
Yeah. Hmm. That's not it. Oops. Maybe the wrong one. Oh. So, who's your employer that you're able to sling money around like this?
Haven't you been listening? Self-employed. For the most part. We take jobs here and there for a little extra dosh. Like this one, for instance.
Almost got yourself.
I got it. I play charisma casters all the time, baby.
Wow.
When we run out of dragons, you know. Wink.
Of that many dragons, do you? Where's this secret nest you're going to? I've never seen a dragon.
It's empty now, isn't it? Just something to think about.
What, dragons?
Yeah, dragons. He kind of looks at Althea like, I think she's picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah,
These two
she's
guys
kind of
are
giving you a
scrub.
cautious side eye.
That's all I'm saying. Some of you look like you're worth a little bit more than maybe you're making. Got
Careful.
ladies.
That kind
back
of.
home. Hmm?
Careful how you speak here. Customs amongst pirate ships are a little different than the more civilized places.
Well, must admit you did get me there. My dealings with pirates are perhaps a bit limited. Indulge me then. How could I correct my behavior to better fit in with the ruffians?
Well, firstly, if you're caught trying to... Oh, what's the word? Not really, what's the word? Poach, yes. If you're caught trying to poach the crew, you may have to walk the plank.
Oh no.
Short walk, long fall. Quick stop. Not very friendly.
That does sound dreadful. But you're my friends, right? You wouldn't tell on me. I've bought you all drinks. And I'll buy you plenty more if you'd like.
Give me a persuasion check. This one is going to have a slightly higher DC.
Still at advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because that sucked. Oh, that was only slightly better. 16? You know what, let me use, I have it heroic. Let me...
You can't stack advantages.
You suck! Can't just, like, roll one more?
No. Technically, you could do that if you have the lucky feat, but not with heroic inspiration. Because heroic inspiration specifically grants advantage.
Can I make it a d6 or whatever, or d something and add on to it?
Hmm?
No, okay, that's fine.
No, no.
I'm good. I'm good. It's fine. 16.
Okay. The kind of, the tone kind of shifts a little bit. They don't really answer the question and finish their drinks. Ask for more.
I said, keep them coming for the whole...
Insight check.
Christ.
Okay, never mind.
Let me actually use it on that one.
Okay.
23. Tell me.
They shift kind of uneasily in their seats. It
Who's
seems
they?
the two
All three of
guys.
them? Okay.
Yeah. The thought of
What I'm implying.
what you're implying seems to make them nervous.
Yeah. I mean, hey, or don't. It's up to you. No skin off of my nose.
Not yet.
I just give him a look, like the bitchiest, like, I see you. Like, if a look could kill. But then it's a smile again. Well, you lads hungry? What's on, God, what kind of slop do you serve around here for food?
Oh, I had a menu at one point. Where did it go?
Buy them with a meal. Maybe that'll make it better. Steaks for my table if you have them.
Is this it? Is this the list I was looking at? Okay. There's roast tarantula. There's a side called Sweet Sweet Hell.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a meat that's roasted with onions and slathered with honey.
Ooh,
It's got like a lot of spice on it.
that does sound good, actually. I'm hungry.
Are you sure you want to be asking what is on the menu with how hungry
Yes,
you
because
feeling?
whatever. Okay, just whatever. Find me whatever the biggest, like, most luxurious, meatiest thing is that these guys would just like. Oh, I haven't had one of these in 20 years or whatever. Like, get them that.
Okay, I mean they've probably had everything on this menu, but
Shush. Whatever the biggest, meatiest thing is, get them two, so they don't tell on me. See, I was doing so good, and then I rolled shit one fucking time.
there's a leftover kebab, chicken.
No, they get that sweet heat thing. That sounds good as hell.
Okay. There's like
All
a
three.
Mondo size of nacho fries.
Hell yeah. They love that shit. There you go, Jen, seat up.
Nothing's called family size here. It's all Mondo size.
Mondo size. It's Mondo, man.
All right.
How's the other table doing?
Thank
Before I
you.
fuck
Let's
this
start
up more.
digging in. Yeah, switching to the other table real quick.
Can I roll another insight and see if they're like a little bit less,
A little
like-
bit less.
like suspicious or whatever after I fed them?
Sure. Give me another insight.
Yeah. Oh fuck! It's a 9. Never
You can't
mind.
tell.
I don't know. We got too much
Alright.
food on the face.
Lorivor. Meanwhile, you're over there. You're talking with like a a half orc and a half elf and
Yeah.
halfling.
What are they talking about when I walk up?
Probably the music, honestly.
Okay.
So they're probably talking about
I'll-
Erlen's performance with that 34.
It's no big deal.
It's fucking wild.
Just a little,
That
just a little
just
song I
the
thought of.
absolute max you could have gotten with that. Insane. Anyway,
This is why you always
I'll
need
find a
two
good
bards in a group so that they can give each other bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Pirates aren't the most musically discriminating, okay? They're a good audience.
Yeah, but no, this is like the best performance you've ever given in your life to an audience
Oh,
that
yeah, that
can't
helps too.
appreciate it.
What do you mean can't appreciate it? Pirates do more
They're
singing than
enjoying it.
90% of regular people.
Well, that's fair. You have me there. But that's all like sea shanties meant to keep in time.
And keep up morale
Anyway,
and
Anyway,
And
Um,
drinking.
I'm gonna wait and find a spot in the conversation where I can jump in and say that we brought him. Like, yeah, we brought that guy. He's part of my group.
really?
Oh yeah.
Don't like that often.
Huh?
Must be nice having a rock star follow you around.
Oh, we pay him generously.
I'm the opposite of a groupie.
That's so
He's the opposite of a group.
That's so good.
Nah,
You're
he follows us around to we pay him generously for his time and help, but he gets more than his fair share of inspiration.
Wait, hold on. Did you say you pay him in inspiration?
No. We pay him generously.
We pay him an
He
exposure.
also gets He also gets money. He gets both.
I see. Okay.
He joined up. He gets inspiration in addition to money.
Well, take a seat, have a drink.
Of course. My other friend over there was the one that paid for these, so
Cheers to him.
cheers. Until Laurel down half of his drink. So what how did you guys end up working here in this racket?
Oh, like on the crew or in
Oh,
the town.
Both.
Well, I come from the principalities, so I joined up with the first ship I could get on once. You know. Once I got the chance. More money to be made that way, you know? Men find riches on the seas.
That they do. Does anyone else chime in on their story?
You get, pretty similar stories. One of them was,
Pretty similar.
taken
Okay.
from another ship in a conflict between them. One of them was like an
Pretty much all money.
ex-Carnathy Navy who, was recruited at the end of a ship fight. Like a kind of join or die. You could join with us or you could stay on the sinking ship type of thing.
Yeah.
Classic pirate stuff.
Yeah. How is give me a second trying to remember his name, drawing a huge blank.
Captain Alistair?
Yeah. How's Captain Alistair to work for? Been considering, joining up, leaving the crew.
Oh, he's a ruthless bastard, but he's got a keen nose for business. Everything he set us on has turned us up.
Okay.
Good money.
How is he to work for?
What you mean?
Well, am I liable to get my head chopped off if I make a mistake?
Not a small one.
Fair enough. Like most crews, then. You said he was a ruthless bastard, so I wanted to...
Oh yeah. I mean, he makes examples, but he makes them sparingly. Make sure the impressions last, you know?
Fair enough. Fair enough. So sounds like he's a fair captain, then.
Yeah, we get paid fair.
Okay. About another
And-
round on me.
Since we pretty much run the town, we get our drinks for cheap.
Yeah. I'll drink to that, and I'll wave the bartender down and order another round.
Okay. Bartender fills up a couple mugs, puts them down in front of you.
How much were they a drink?
4 copper.
Okay.
So
I don't have
4
any
drinks,
copper.
that is 16 copper, which is rounded up as 2 silver.
Okay, cool.
You
2
did.
silver.
I mean, you did also hear Fane shout that he was gonna pay for everything. You don't have to pay for anything.
The whole night? I thought it was just the first round.
Fuck no. I got so much money. We're trying to win friends here.
Jesus.
Like,
Fair
it's an
fair
investment
enough.
in our future. That'll make us more money. It's fine.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I got it. I got it. Just
Mhm.
say everything that you get from now on. Just say put it on the elves tab.
Fair enough.
They grab another drink.
Um,
One of them slams it down. That's the stuff.
I'll follow suit.
Tastes like piss, but it beats the heat.
Let's go.
Not the worst drinks I've ever had. Far from the best though. At this point, I'm going to send a message to Fane.
Mhm.
Just say, kind of relay some basic information. Don't think we're gonna sway the crew to join us.
Say
And-
the first part of that sentence again.
I've sent a message saying I don't think we'll sway the crew to join
Oh.
us.
Can I answer?
Yep. You can reply.
What are you
Can
talking
you reply
about?
with message?
Yeah. It's
Uh,
weird.
should
Here's
get
the
that
message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
That's right. It's like
He'll
sending, but a
fight.
cantrip. And
Yeah.
very close range.
Yeah. 120 feet.
He'll reply, "What are you talking about? I've already got one on the hook over here right now. I don't think all of them are going to join, but we might be able to get some."
To Fane replies, skill issue.
Skill issue. Yeah.
Yeah, one or two, sure, but not enough to fly a ship.
I think.
You
And
muttering
we're
to
already
yourself over
maxed
there.
out on ours.
Oh,
Sorry,
fine.
old habits.
Because you are kind of mid-conversation. You're just suddenly, like, making mouth movements, but no noise.
Oh, I was waiting until the
Pointing at
lull in the
Fane,
conversation.
because you do have to point at him.
He's
I
turned
can
around.
totally
to say,
do that on the sly, though. You know, cross arms, pointing.
Yeah.
Totally can do that on the sly.
You know, give
No,
me
I
a
imagine,
sleight of
like-
hand. Give me a sleight of hand.
I imagine him like fully
Right.
turning around in his seat and like hard glaring at me and like pointing at his forehead with one hand and pointing at me with the other hand.
Motherfucker, I crit failed that.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
You were.
How do I
You forgot
crit
to make
fail
it.
with a plus 10? Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
You forgot to make it not
Oh,
obvious.
good.
Yeah, I'm just like dead pointing, just like. Oh god.
Hold on, let me turn on my camera. You can't see
I'll-
what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna apologize. Just oh sorry, just didn't feel like shouting across the room to my friend.
If
Gotta
if
thank
there's
him for the
any way that I
drinks.
Oh no.
can, if there's any way that I can while Lorvor is looking at me, I want to kind of like jerk my head or like kind of nod toward whatever. Althea sort of kind of trying to be nonchalant here, just trying to sort of indicate this one might be good. Like a slight answer, something, or like
Yeah.
Oh, I got a
Yeah.
good cover up lie. I got a good cover-up lie. Just asking about the budget. Didn't feel like yelling across the room to my friend. I was just asking what the budget was. No limit. Drink as much as you want.
Christ.
All on the elves
Solid
tab.
cover.
I have 83 gold. I have 83 gold.
You
Good
had
thing,
it.
drink some copper.
That should be enough, but if people start ordering a bunch of food and stuff, it might get a little weird.
Yeah. You might end up
I don't
spending
know.
more gold than you think you are.
I don't care. Like, I'll spend a lot, but I just can't spend more than 83
Okay.
without
That's my
dining and
cover-up.
dashing. Or borrowing from this asshole.
Oh, you can't borrow from Lorvor. Lorvor used all of his money already.
Oh my god.
No, I have 65 left.
Oh,
I have
okay.
65 left.
I was gonna say, like, Lorvor just spent 2,700 gold on diamonds.
Well, between me and Eberron.
My cat is so cute. He can't tell if there's water in his like silver bowl, whatever. He like stuck his little paw in there to test if there was water. I love him so much.
Well, is there water?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
I need to
good.
get one of those robot feeder water thingies, though, really bad. The fountain thingy. He'd love that.
Alright. Yeah, so. Lorvor, anything else you're trying to do? Talking with these guys, drinking with them. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
not-
yeah.
not with
No,
these
that
guys.
makes sense.
Yeah. Not with these guys. I think I'm gonna share another round with them and wait until people get a little more slosh to start asking the heavy-hitting questions.
Okay, go ahead and I think you and Fane have both probably finished at least one. Go ahead and both of you give me a con save.
I did finish
I'm
one.
drinking
and I
out of
did
the
do a
tank
con
of
save,
sobriety.
but I will finish the second
Oh,
one.
you're right. You're drinking it.
Yeah.
Let me finish the second one and give you a con save. Hang on, I made chicken nuggets.
Chicken man.
I made chicken nuggets. Oh my god, it was so funny. In my game last night, everybody had chicken nuggets. Like, I had chicken nuggets earlier today. It was like, oh my god, I had chicken nuggets too. Oh my god, I'm having chicken nuggets right now. It's like, we're all adults.
Damn, now I want some chicken nuggets.
I already ate my chicken nuggets this morning.
I don't have any money for chicken nuggets.
I also had shells and cheese. Velveeta.
Ooh.
How much money do you have? 69 cents. Hey, you know what that means? Not enough money for chicken nuggets.
I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets. Oh my god, did you guys see the thing that's making the rounds where a guy turned the dinosaur nuggies into chicken parm?
I have not.
No.
Oh, he takes like ghetto food and like makes it.
No,
fancy
he
or
just
whatever.
took-
You apologize to
he
Dino
just-
Nuggies right now.
No. I
Yeah.
love Dino Nuggies.
What's wrong with
I
dino nuggets?
Nothing. I can't eat Dino Nuggies because they make me sad because they're dino shaped. I have to eat amorphous, unshaped Nuggies.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I get sad.
You have to bite their heads off first so they don't feel the
No.
pain.
That's true. That is the technique.
Yes.
I literally
That is the
cannot eat
strat.
like food, animal shaped food, like animal crackers. Forget it. I can't do it.
This is a very heavy departure from the earlier cannibalism conversation.
He doesn't consider humans to be animals.
I love
Vegan
it.
except for eating human meat.
Bane, somehow you're
I
tipsy.
just love the human lung meat. Fine. Chicken nuggets shaped like an animal. Not even
Chicken nuggets shaped like a chicken? No.
Yeah, no, forget it.
I
Yeah,
think I
forget
see
it.
how this heat map meme is gonna go. The one where like near the center it's bigger, or further away from the center it's bigger. Like empathizing.
I hate myself. It's 11. Fane is actually tipsy for once, and he's so happy.
It was those few days of
Alrighty then.
sobriety.
It was. It really was. He took a little bit of a tea break. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Testosterone break.
I think he's just like telling stories of their adventures now and just like cutting up with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly Althea, because she's chill.
Okay. Speaking of...
Yeah.
Need to make some
Find someone
checks
who's-
with them.
Yeah, someone who's good and proper wasted.
Yeah, they're
Should I
all
just
they're
make-
all getting about drunk.
Should I make like a general deception or persuasion or something kind of check to make sure that I don't accidentally slip up and say something bad while I'm drunk and
Do a charisma saving throw.
okay. Mm,
Ooh.
27.
Yeah,
I'm keeping my fucking story straight. I know how to lie when I'm drunk.
your story is way straighter than you are.
Yes, it sure
That's
is.
true.
That's the only straight thing about me is my story.
Jesus. I've got kind of an idea for how I want the conversation, the flow of this questioning to go.
Like I said, there's like probably 10 or 15 people in here.
I wanna catch someone who's like either by himself or in like a small
Oh no,
group,
sorry.
like
In my
maybe
notes,
one or
there's 25 pirates altogether inside the light bearer.
Oh, that doesn't mean they're all drinking at the time.
You're right. You're right. Most of them probably aren't.
It's a
but...
big place.
Actually, I mean, a lot of them probably are now that the drinks are free. But anyways, the point is, you have options. You have groups of people that you can go talk to.
Lorvor from
Yeah.
across the room, you hear Fane going, and that asshole didn't do anything. Stood by and watched while I died. And another asshole turned into a fucking mole. Dragged my corpse through a hole.
I'm just gonna yell, Badger!
Fuck you!
I'm just gonna keep playing over them, slowly getting digs and fighting each other.
Yeah. So Erlen, as like the night goes on, as he's playing, he's getting tips every once in a while thrown at him, pieces of silver or gold.
Some of it's from Fane.
How much is it?
How much is from Fane?
Let me find out.
Just-
Because when I calculated his tips, I did not calculate anything that Fane would give.
10 gold at different points throughout the
Yay.
night. He throws 10 G at
Thank
you.
you.
Jesus.
Yeah, thank you. See, this is because I got him the alcohol immediately after he was resurrected.
Throw a wad of 10 gold straight at his head.
No, it's
Or
like
roll
one
of
coin
coins.
at a time. It's like one coin at a time, and one or two of them probably definitely like bounce off of him at like really awkward moments. And then there's like a slurred like, sorry.
One of them lands inside of slips between the strings, lands
That's
inside
Yes,
the
yes,
little
it's
hole
in
in the
your-
loop. He's like, between songs, he has to like shake it out.
But I'm doing so good a job, I like beat on the guitar and it's like a drum beat for that part of the song.
Amazing. We're so good together.
Alright. Lorvor, you said you had kind of an idea of how you wanted this next line.
I have an idea.
Alright.
I have an idea for how this series of questions is gonna play out.
Head up to the
So,
next
I
group.
wanna
The next
find the
group's a little bit drunk already.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a group that's a little less rowdy. Not completely calm, but you know, a little less rowdy.
A little harder to find, but I'm sure you
Yeah,
find it.
yeah. So walk up, get into the conversation, and steer it towards telling stories, made up stories about when we organized guard shifts and the annoyances that came with that. So I can worm in the question of their guard shift organization.
Give me a performance.
A performance check. Okay.
Making up a story.
This is still an advantage. There's a 20 and a 15. Does a 20? Does that do it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, tell me about it. The guard tower is so boring. Unless you're working the west guard tower, that one's not as boring.
Yeah? What happens at the West Guard Tower?
Oh, every few days, you know, we get to ring the bells and stuff because of the trolls.
Trolls.
So at least we get a little bit of action there. The other guard towers, we just kind of like sit there, wait.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys get attacked by trolls regularly?
Oh yeah. We send people up to go like poke at them to make them come down.
Why?
For fun.
So we can protect the townsfolk.
Ah, I
Shit, it's a
see.
racket.
Okay, I understand. There's good money in that.
So smart.
Yeah, it makes them
Justify your
real
presence.
compliant.
Hmm.
Captain Thrains, he's a smart cookie. I wish I had a cookie.
Oh yeah. Now, speaking of the captain, my employer sent us whatever you call it, the magical message. Wants us to leave a gift for him. Does he
Is
sleep
it-
down here? Does he sleep on the ship or
Is it an assassination type gift? Because he's got a bounty. He told us all to be on the lookout for that a while ago.
no?
Oh, good. Yeah,
It's
no,
a
he doesn't.
bottle of liquor. It's a bottle of liquor.
He doesn't sleep here. He sleeps in. He got that other house where his ship is parked.
Ah, okay. Okay. I gotta go knock on his door in the morning. I gotta get up early to do it. To give him this stupid it's a really nice bottle of liquor. I want to
Oh
just
yeah.
keep it, but now I gotta
How
go give it to
nice
him.
of a bottle of liquor.
Like not that nice. It's better than this swill, but it's nice enough that I wanted it.
I could take it to him if you want.
Mm.
You know, save you the trip in
Oh,
the morning.
that-
Tell him it's from you.
I gotta get it off my ship in the morning. But
Now,
I'll
where did
keep
your
that
ship
in
go?
mind.
You're
I don't
sitting
know.
in the middle of the town. And then when I came back
I
out, it
don't-
wasn't there anymore.
I
The
don't know.
invisible.
They
You have an invisible ship.
don't tell anyone. But yes.
God captain's gonna want that invisible ship. That's cool.
No. I need it to get home, but maybe I could sell it to him later.
That's okay. I can drop you off.
I don't want that.
Oh, that's okay. I don't know how to fly it anyways. So that's
Okay. I want to try to steer the conversation towards the gold and the loot.
okay.
I'm trying to think of how to do that. I'm gonna suddenly go off on a tangent about the best job that we had and how we got attacked by bandits and had to defend the loot and how we hit it to try to, you know, see if I can get him talking about where they keep their loot.
Where do you say you hit it?
We buried it in a hole.
Man, that must have taken holes take a long time to dig. That's
Nah,
a
we
lot.
got a guy. We got a guy who can wild shape. So he turned into some big furry thing and dug a hole.
Don't tell
Took
anyone,
like 10
but I
minutes.
hide my loot
Yeah.
inside my mattress. Nobody ever expects it.
I just watched Pulp Fiction the other night, and I really thought you were gonna say up his ass.
I got a
Where
special
do you
pocket.
guys? Come on, I told you how we hid our loot. How do you guys
I
hide your
just
loot?
told you how I hide my loot.
No. The captain. How does he hide his loot?
Give me a persuasion check.
I will do that. 1 second, because I want to do better than that. Okay, no. That was a 27.
The captain doesn't hide his loot. The captain like has all of his loot. He has a loot chair in his
A loot
office. Yeah,
Hair?
he's got like fancy jewelries and a big fancy
Oh.
safe and the ships and the. He uses a lot of it to pay us, but
Okay. I gotta send a message to my friend real quick to make sure he's not getting too drunk. So I'm gonna do that.
let him.
Nope, he's doing fine. I rolled a
drinks are
natural
free.
20 and a thing.
I know they're
The
free,
next 2
but
rounds.
I need him not hungover for tomorrow when we leave.
Why would he not get hungover when the drinks are free? That's
You're
silly.
right. I gotta check in with him though. So I'm gonna shoot a message to Fane now that I've explained it. And I'm not even gonna be subtle about it. I'm just gonna send the message. And I'm gonna relay my information that I've gotten.
What are you gonna say?
Hmm?
Say it.
Oh, yeah. Found out where the loot is, where he's sleeping. And did I get like guard times? Or no, I got information about guard towers.
I found out that Doug has a third nipple, and it functions.
Yeah.
What is the function of a nipple?
Oh, you
Don't ask
sad.
questions you don't want the answers
Yeah.
to.
Never mind. I don't want to know.
Man.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Is there any other information we were gonna try to get while we were here?
We were trying to recruit people, which I think I managed to get one, but
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there's
she's so
any.
cool.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there's any other information that we need to get.
You got where the treasure is? Did you get like?
Oh,
If
you
it's-
also you got really high on that persuasion check. You also picked up that the guard towers aren't the only places where guards are posted. There's also guards posted inside of the gentlemen's club that's connected to the bar, and there's guards posted in usually like at night outside of his house.
This
Okay,
is a gentleman's
okay.
club?
Yeah,
Why the fuck am I hanging out here?
Dude, I'm gonna send a message to Eberron. Can you? Is silence a spell that you know?
Yes. Silence is a spell I
Cool.
know.
Thanks. That'll be useful for later.
Okay. Am I doing good?
Yes, you are doing fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay. Plans are forming.
Cold hits you in the forehead. Thunk. Sorry.
All right. I think I've got all the information that I need.
a handful of silver peppers you from halfway across the room.
That's like shotgun spray.
Make it rain.
I love you, Erlen.
The world is a vampire.
Wrapped in chains. That's gonna be
I
stuck in my
got
head
your
all day now.
picture. I'm coming with you.
Cause I'm just a pirating dirt bard, baby.
Oh my god. Amazing. 11 out of 10.
34 out of 20.
You probably, honestly, yeah.
Wait, what's with these homies dissing my loot?
God damn. All right, I think I'm ready to move on to the next stage of the plan. If you guys are.
Okay.
So, Fane, you are tipsy for the next 1d4 hours. You have a -1 to non-charisma based skill checks for the next 4 hours.
Bugger. Okay, if you say so. Fascist. I don't have any restoration spells yet because I fucking multi-glassed, so I'll just enjoy my evening.
Now, skill checks is specifically different than attack rolls and saving throws, just so you know. Like, to be clear. Alright. Yeah, Fane, you've got a full stomach of pretty good food, actually. Paired with terrible beer.
My favorite combination.
You found out that they have wings on the menu. They just are under a different name.
What are they called?
Meat fingers.
Oh, I hate that. Why I didn't order
Meat
them
fingers.
initially.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I want to get fingered by meat. Right, hell yeah. This place isn't so bad. Maybe we won't kill all of you and overthrow your boss and take all your stuff.
Wait, do you say that?
No. No. Just being silly. Just a silly Billy.
Okay. It's probably been a couple hours. It's probably like 6:30, maybe even 7. Of you guys,
Yeah.
being down here in the bar and singing and drinking and making friends.
Yeah.
So I think Fane is not going to be sitting at that same table the entire time. He is going to be moving around, trying to make friends and potentially gain recruits of everybody in the place. I could sit there and do that all night.
Is he gonna have the same level of tact as he did the first time, or?
I mean, he's gonna, he's high charisma. He's gonna kind of get a feel for the vibe and do different approaches for different groups.
Okay, maybe not like outright suggesting that they.
He didn't outright suggest. He heavily implied that things were better on his side of the fence, and that if they wanted to maybe have a little bit more fun, they could do that, make a little bit more money. No big deal.
Yeah, just kind of going around, maybe planting the seeds of an idea, make them think it's their idea.
Yeah, just, some guys he'll play cards with or dice or whatever and probably win a couple rounds and lose a couple rounds and then move on to the next group, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm just trying to get as many people kind of like
Receptive.
interested in our group enough that when shit goes down, maybe they make a decision, who knows?
Okay. Alright, Fane, are you ready for the bill?
No.
Pirates can put down liquor.
I know. What is it?
Alright. The alcohol is 27 gold.
Okay.
The food that they purchased is 35.
Fucking glut. Tons.
Well, food is more expensive than the alcohol here, but
That's fine. Let every single one of them know Fane Sylvia Centillus is the one that paid for their fucking meal tonight and every single one of their drinks. Let them know that as my coin purse is a little bit lighter now because I gifted unto them out of the goodness of my own coin purse. Let every man,
I don't know
woman,
how
and child
much.
in this bitch know that.
like the rich grandpa who's like, I paid for stuff, so you have to love me.
Yep. Exactly.
We gotta know how much Eberron made throughout the night.
Eberron knows how much
And-
Eberron made. I already said it to him.
Ireland does know how
Oh.
much.
Erlen
Fane
goes
got
up
paid
in
better
the
than
air.
probably he ever has.
I got paid from the crowd before Fane. Made 50 gold and 14 silver.
Nice.
Which is
Damn.
crazy good for a bard who usually gets like a couple gold a night.
We did drop a lot
Yeah.
of gold though for those diamonds, so we need to make this worth.
I just rolled a little Giuseppe. I got a 12 on my little Giuseppe. For when he goes and pays that bill to look like it's not hurting him at all, to look very chill with it, to give anybody that's like watching him pay this kind of the air that.
Oh,
Whatever,
don't forget,
this is nothing.
charisma check. Make it an advantage.
Oh yes.
I
Oh, thank God, that's so much better.
25.
Yeah, we'll call
Yay.
that 25 to.
Yeah, you look
to
like
make it
you're
look
balling.
like-
You look like you're just sprinkling the money on the counter. You're like, oh,
He
this
doesn't even count
pocket
it.
change.
He just grabs a fistful and just here you go, keep the change, whatever. Because I want everybody to know that you fucks with us, you fucks with money. Like we have that coin. Can your captain do that shit? Mm-mm. Does
Wow.
he? No. Maybe can isn't important. Does he? Fucks with us. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I have 21 gold now. That's
Damn
fine.
it, Erlen, you got, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby.
I
Stuck
love
in my
this.
head.
I listen to that shit.
You're
every
No,
day.
not the song, just that one line. On repeat.
Nice.
That's the whole song.
I'm the master of brainworms.
Oh my good boy.
You really fucking are. It's infuriating.
My
I
whole
cannot tell you the
brain
number of
was just
things.
like, what do you mean you're the master of brainworms? We don't have parasites in this campaign.
You a mind flayer in disguise? I will have to fuck you up.
I cannot tell you
Oh,
the number of
he's gonna fuck
things
a mind
that he has
flayer.
gotten stuck in my head.
Fuck him up! Fuck him up! I did fuck a mind flayer one time.
I romanced a door
Gross.
once.
That's very romantic. You know,
How
doors
adorable.
are very symbolic of a lot of beautiful things.
It was a mimic.
Oh. Well, mimic's really cute.
Well, because we tried. It was it was in like a campaign that was basically a one shot because we only ever got together twice, and we came to a door at the end of the hallway, and I made like the joke like, "Oh, can I seduce the door?"
Yes.
Because
yes, you can.
everyone else was like, "Oh, the door. We've got to inspect the door for traps. We've got to." And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not even a locked door. So I was like, can I seduce the door? And they were like, roll. And I was like, what? So I seduced the door. I convinced it to join our side. It opened up, revealing. I convinced it to swing open dramatically as we made our entrance to like the bandits who had like taken over the manor that we were trying to clear out. And I was like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I basically introduced myself. I was like, my name is Arthritis Pencil Drake, and I have come for your furniture.
What the fuck?
And it was a very like awkward silence, and then combat.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
great.
yeah. Sounds
But the
about
mimic
right.
was on our side and became a backpack, and then
Oh my
later like
God,
a
I love
mannequin
that.
that would follow us around. But
That's awesome.
yeah,
Mimics
I know,
are my
it's great.
favorite.
The plan was eventually to have like the awaken spell cast on it so that it could have sentience, but and then have it like turn into either a corpse or a mannequin because those are both considered objects, and then just follow us around.
Okay. I can
But-
smell what you're stepping in.
Yeah, we like I said, we only played like 2 sessions, so.
You're weird.
Anyways, what were we
Alright.
talking about?
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
I think. So I was paying my bill.
That's right. And then mind worm several times
Brain
later.
worm.
There we go. Okay, yeah, you pay the bill. All 25 people that are in here drinking are way too fucked up to be of any use if, you know, if they need to be.
Oh, how irresponsible.
That's about a third of the whole camp.
Okay, so what are we? Are we?
Going back to the room to plan to flesh out the plan now that we have more information.
Sure. So we'll all meet up together now in our room.
Quickly before they sober up.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys head back to the room. Those of you who had stayed in the room for a while, namely Astosera,
I feel a little bad about that.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me like a perception check. While they're
Oh. Do. I'm pretty sure my perception should be good enough. Yeah, it's good enough.
Oh,
I
cool.
hope.
Astosera, you hear you know, something happening outside the window, and as you peek out, you see a long line of people with a few, you know, few pirates along the outsides of them, slowly kind of marching back into town from this direction, and as they get back into like the center of town, they're like spreading out, heading different places, heading to various houses and stuff. All of these people are very like caked in dirt. They all look kind of exhausted.
Forced labor. Yeah, I love that.
And they spread out, heading through the town to go into the various different houses that make up the town.
Food for thought.
While you're thinking, the door cracks open, and your friends return.
So once we're settled into the room, I'm gonna start relaying information of what I've found out. So, and what kind of how I the plans that I've made in my head associated with each bit of information. For example, I found out about guard postings. There's a bunch of guards inside of the ship we're currently in, but there's also 2 guards outside the shack where he sleeps. I also found out what shack he sleeps in. There is a safe, a very valuable chair, and some other things in where he sleeps. We could use silence to silence the 2 guards outside of his shack and take them out without worrying about alerting other guards as one possible way of doing it. Or we could try slipping in through a window or something, casting silence in the room that he's in and taking him out there. I also found out some interesting things about their guard towers and the every couple of days they piss off a bunch of trolls to come attack the town.
That's fucking rude.
That is rude. I agree.
It is rude.
Well, here's
Shitty
the
uncle.
question to ask you guys. Did they say how they procure their diamonds?
No, I did think to ask about that.
Well, regardless, I think I figured it out.
I think I made a friend with one of them. She looks like a proper badass.
Have you guys looked out the window recently?
No. I
No,
say
sir.
as I look out the window.
As you
Same.
look out the window, the end of the line is, probably already made it into town by now, but you see the lights in the various houses starting to come on as people kind of dusty, dirty, tired, very, very distinguishable from the pirates and thugs in the street kind of just hurry inside their homes.
What about
As the
it?
sky starts to change colors.
Well, it looks like they're using the townsfolk as forced labor to dig up these diamonds.
Sure. Makes sense. All the more reason for us to stop them.
Hmm. We should also figure
agree.
out where they're sourcing these diamonds from.
Well, then we'll
It'd be
spend
worth
another.
looking into.
We could spend another night here and try talking to the workers.
Well, these guys are really drunk right now, and I don't think they're gonna stay drunk until next night.
Should we go
And I
talk
don't
to them
think
right
we
now?
have enough gold between the four of us to do that again.
Yeah, that was a little bit more expensive than I had intended, but
How much did you spend?
oh, just a bit.
What's a bit?
Don't worry about it.
Almost as much as
Look at my
AOM
coin
made.
purse guiltily.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, we about evened out. It's fine. I was the point I was told was to try to win some of them over to our side, or at least part of the point. And damn it, I did that.
Yeah, the idea was to hopefully get enough to crew a ship so that we could steal one on our way out,
Exactly.
but
There you go. And I'm sure that there is more than just the one that are at least considering their options.
not enough to crew a ship. We need at least 15 to crew a ship.
There was at least 15 people in there. You don't know how many. Did you talk to all of them? No, I did. Most of them. I'm sure that there's a few
Huh?
more than 2 or 3 that are that saw how much money I was comfortable just throwing around and began to consider their options. And when
But
things
the
start to
problem
go
is,
down and they have to make a choice, I'm sure more of them will do the same.
of course, they're not going to stay on our side because we can't provide the money. And they're liable to turn on us as soon as they realize we don't have that much money.
Well, then we better get it. What are we doing?
We
Do
could
you know who we
potentially
are,
persuade.
Lorful? We are powerful
Oh.
adventurers. We can go places that other people can't go. We can find riches that other people can't find. We will get the money for the crew. Not a problem. But we need the crew first. And I
Also,
think
we could just, rob a mine.
also, yeah, when we kill this fucking guy, we'll have a lot of his money, won't we?
True, but he's got sustainable high levels of income coming from the illegal diamond trade. Unless we're looking to take over that, our money's going to run out pretty quickly. most of the money that he has goes to paying his workers.
From what I've seen, that's not a whole lot of money to be paying anyone.
The pirates. It goes to paying his crew. Sorry.
They don't
So I
get
don't
paid.
think he has much.
They don't get paid hardly anything. Do you think he's giving them fair wages? He's keeping most of it for himself.
The
That's
pirates are paid fairly, though. From what I gather, they're paid well enough to keep them around.
Well enough to keep them around and fairly are two different things.
Well, that's true. Those were the two answers I got that stuck out. The well enough to keep them around was implied, and fairly was the answer I got.
Okay.
Long story short, we might have enough, but it would take a lot more work to get enough of a crew together to steal one of the ships. And there's a lot more of them than us. So if even a couple of them decide it would be better to just steal the money, mutiny, it's a very high risk strategy. It could work. Probably won't.
These are, Lord of all my love, these are common men. We can blow them out of the air. We can absolutely melt the skin off of their faces. We can destroy these people.
And then we don't
like-
have enough people to crew the ship.
Well, then we're in the
How
same
about
boat,
this?
aren't we? But that way, at least we're alive.
Yes.
Okay, look,
Which-
we're talking about the plan 10 steps ahead of us, and it doesn't matter because we're not there yet.
All right, let's focus on the early steps. Distraction,
next?
kill the guy, steal his loot. First 3 steps.
When? Tonight? We should go talk to these diamond miners tonight. Erin, do you want to do that?
Perhaps.
So, my potential problem with talking to the diamond miners is we've taken out probably close to a third of the camp with just getting them extremely drunk. If we were to get caught tonight in the plan, that's a third of the camp we don't have to deal with in fighting. So if we can talk to the diamond miners quickly, then sure. By all means, let's talk to them.
Yeah, did I get my short rest while I was trapped in the room for God knows how long?
Yes, you were in the room for a couple hours, so you got a short rest.
I will take you up on that. All right. Well, while you guys are debating what you're going to do, I guess it's my time now to go out and scout for a little bit.
Of course. Talk to the diamond miners if you can.
Don't know how much talking a spider can do, but we'll see what I come up with.
If you are able.
Erin, I think, and I can go talk to miners. I don't need to sleep, so at least not for a while. So I might as well.
All right. With that, I am going to. Do I want long shot or pass without a trace?
For shame. You all trying to go out and talk to miners.
I'm sorry, I just love talking to miners.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Double down. Double down. I you know what? I respect the double down. I have mixed feelings about it. I'll be right back.
I'm going to pass without a trace and then wild shape into a spider.
If the workers revolt at the same time that we would do our thing, they could probably help us fight off all the rest of the pirates.
All right. Now, DM, I'm going to. Is there a crack near me that I can actually slip this tiny spider body through?
You mean like the open window?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like the open window. That sounds like a great idea. Hmm. All right. And what is my extras? Let's look at this little spider first. Figure out what it is. Not the fastest creature, but it works. And from here, I guess I'm just gonna start skittering my way down.
Okay. Yeah, you scale down the wall of this man of war. Where are you going?
Hmm. Let's go around the edge here towards this side. Take a look at these lovely little houses.
Okay. You look at the houses, they seem to have. So as the sun starts to set, it's starting to get like towards sunset. You know, the sky is changing colors, the sun's hitting the mountain. We're starting to hide behind the mountains, or the mountain range. What are you looking for? Just so I generically know kind of what to
Oh,
narrate.
I'm gonna be looking through all the windows of the buildings that I can. Preferably if I can find any storerooms where they're storing massive amounts of diamonds, would be amazing.
Yeah, looking in through these windows, you mostly see um, tired people, tired families. You know,
Okay.
eating dinner, getting ready for bed, washing up. You know, buckets and washcloths, all that.
Hmm. Dead houses so far. There's got to be like a storeroom around here somewhere. Let's go to get her on down. Let's take a look. Maybe this house has something in it.
Huh?
Anything in this house?
Yeah, that house has a single mother and 3 children.
Hmm. Not useful.
As
All
you
right,
go
let's go
around
across.
searching these houses, most of these houses are like pretty much every house on this map is like there's people in it. One of them is like a general store. This one right here that you're up right behind is kind of like a general store.
Hmm.
They've got like really basic supplies, some rations,
Okay.
some, food.
We have a store. Let's go around the back. I don't want to get too close to these guys right about now. Just gonna skitter around back. head a little further south and check out these 3 houses. Are these 3 houses much the same?
Yeah.
No storehouse yet. I know I'm gonna find that storehouse around here somewhere. All right, what about these couple houses?
Peoples.
All the peoples. Okay.
Although this
That
house
is
looks like it's been taken over by pirates. Like this house is pirates that live in it. Over here.
Okay. Lovely. All right. And then let's crawl around out back on this house. And this house?
People.
All right.
Yeah, it's 2 families live in that house.
Where are they storing everything? This one?
That house?
Yup.
As you... Which floor? That house has 2 floors.
I'll start at the bottom and then I'll work my way up.
Okay. So not right there, but around the backside here. There's a little window into the kitchen. You see, like a maid cleaning some dishes. There's like a little kitchen that leads into a living area that's got like a tea table and a very plushy couch.
Right. Go up to the second floor.
As you peek in the window at the second floor, you see Captain Thrain sitting at a desk, kind of leaned back in this chair that is almost a throne that's made of like gold and silver and platinum pieces all just kind of like welded together. He's kind
Okay.
of leaning the chair back, his feet kicked up on his desk, flipping a platinum piece up and down, just kind of catching it, watching it spin in the air.
Captain's house.
Small question.
Okay.
What race is the captain? Like, is
Seems
he
to be
human,
some
elf?
kind of elf.
Okay. That's all I had.
I could crawl up on the roof and just set it on fire. But that could work as a distraction.
As you crawl up onto the roof, this ship is actually like right kind of next to the roof. Like you could walk onto it. I just positioned it on the map so that you'd be able to see the front of the house. You know. But yeah, the roof is kind of more or less flat as you crawl up onto the roof. You can see there is a hatch towards like this side. That seems to be from that same room that you were just looking in. that leads up to the roof.
Okay. And then it's just a flat walkway I can technically walk across to get on the ship if I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. Explore a ship. Ain't nothing that can go wrong.
Okay. This is not to scale.
And he's not on the ship, right?
Huh? No. The tokens just, bleed over across map phases. Yeah. So this isn't to scale. I was gonna resize this. If the fight ended up coming up onto the ship.
If I have my way, it might not. All right. Do I see an entrance or anything like that?
Yeah, right here. Heads down further into the ship.
Let's skitter along the ceiling and see what happens. Where does this entrance take me?
And I believe there's also right here that leads down. And then there's doors here and here.
So 2 doors there, and where was the first one? I didn't see that one.
So there's the one that you're at. There's another set of stairs heading down right here. And then there's a door on either side of these stairs over here.
Okay. So where's this entrance I'm skittering through lead me to?
Great question. Let me just double check. Ah! There.
Hmm.
You come down. I mean, there are like a couple people on the ship, cleaning up, dusting things off, hanging out.
All right. I'm just going to be skittering around the ceiling. What do I see over here?
A basic like kitchen area.
Right. In the center.
Storage area. Lots of boxes and crates for when they do take things. Barrels, cannonballs, things like that.
Powder? Gunpowder?
Gunpowder, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there are
Okay.
2 barrels of gunpowder that can be found down here. Both of them are like kind of right next to these stairs here. So that they can quickly be brought up these stairs onto the deck if they need the gunpowder for the cannons.
Yes. All right.
Oh, wait, no, not right there. Right here. There's actually barrels on the map. They're right there.
Mm.
And again, this is
Okay.
not to scale. The scale that you see in the actual picture is the scale that it is, or that it will be if the fight ends up coming up here and I have to expand the map.
Fair enough. And then I'm assuming I'm just seeing a bunch of sleeping quarters right over here.
Yeah, a lot of sleeping quarters. Few pirates standing around, maybe getting ready for bed or whatever. It seems some people sleep on the ships.
Mm. Is that a ladder wall right there? Stairwell?
Oh, yes, that's a stairwell.
Let's go down.
Heads up, actually. Brings you right back up here.
Oh. Neat. All right, let's head to the doors over here.
Okay, on this side. See, these stairs head up, and then the doors are in the side of the thing, but brings you into that room there. There seems to be some kind of like map room and you know, just like general meeting place.
I don't know. I see a bed. It looks like a captain's quarters.
Likely it's probably the quartermaster's quarters, because it's I don't know what a stateroom is, but that's what it's.
Oh,
That's
staterooms
what
are
it was.
given to. Well, I can tell you, staterooms in the Navy are typically given to either officers or higher-ranking people.
Oh, there you go.
They're like nicer single person quarters.
Oh, it says VIP stateroom. Yeah. So it's for like important guests or, you know.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Is there a doorway right here?
Huh? Yeah, there's a doorway right there.
Let's go out.
Okay.
The only thing I can't
Looks like I
figure out
also
how...
missed. There's a door over here, and there's a door right here.
Okay. Let us go to this door.
It is closed.
Any cracks or anything like that? Anything where a tiny little critter could squeeze on through?
I would let you give me maybe an acrobatics check to squeeze through.
Not my best roll, but let's try.
Don't forget you're using the spider stats.
Well, I don't think I'm getting through. I don't even think I can try to get through.
Tossera, as you try to get through, you start to squeeze in the crack between like the door and the door frame, and a wind blows and the door knocks you out of spider form because you only have 1 HP as a spider. Tossera, you suddenly find yourself standing on this deck. I need to figure out how many people are on this deck now and where they are. Probably not a lot. I'll just roll that. Okay. Looks like there is 2 people on the deck right now. One of them is right here. And one of them is over here. Let's see if he hasn't noticed you yet.
Spider form immediately. Spider form immediately. Go back to spider. I repeat, go back to spider.
Turn back to a spider out of the corner of his eye. He sees something. He's like, "What was that?" Must have been the wind. Continues patrolling the deck. So there's also these grates here that you technically could fit through as a spider, which would bring you back down to that lower area that you were in before. The bottom of the ship.
Okay, did the wind blow the door open? Or did I just coincidentally get crushed by wind pressure?
So, you know how, like, if the door is closed and the wind blows it, it might, like, rattle a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
The rattling back and forth squished you.
Yeah. Is there any crevices around the door I can get around? Or is this a nice solid wall?
I mean, you could try again if you wanted. Let me double check the... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any windows in that room. So
Hmm. No what? No, I'm not going to change it again. Let's go to this other door that you mentioned there being over here.
that door is also closed.
Ah,
There's good things and bad things about being a spider.
yes, you're absolutely right. No one's looking to kill it. No one's looking for the spider, but spiders are everywhere.
Oh,
If they see a spider, they will kill it. Just so you know.
is it? It's a wooden door over a wooden threshold, right? A closed door. That
Mm-hmm.
is there like a gap?
It's like a tiny one, but like he would have to make the acrobatics check to squeeze in.
Right. I'm going to skitter down the back side of the ship and see if there's, any fancy views I can probably get back here.
There actually is. There seems to be a window into that room that you were just looking at. Inside, you see a bed and a wall.
Oh, captain's quarters.
The room seems to open up on either side of this wall. It's just a single wall that doesn't connect to either side of the room in the middle of the room.
I'm assuming the window's closed.
Window is closed.
Huh. Okay. Well, I guess what's going to happen now, I have my information. I didn't find a storeroom. I was hoping to find a storeroom.
Well, I mean, you did. You found the ship's hold, like immediately.
Well, yeah, but I was looking for the room for where they stored the diamonds. I didn't see no diamonds. Actually, scratch that. Let's take a look at that again. Let's take a closer look at what they got stored on board.
Okay. So you head down to the storeroom.
Yup. Let's take a closer look at these barrels.
Okay. Within this, these barrels and stuff within the storeroom, you find that there are, there are a couple barrels that just have like weapons, like knives and scimitars in them. Or barrels and chests and crates and whatnot, so that the crew can be armed should they need to. You find that most of these are empty. You do find like a crate full of silks and fabrics that has they're like, mostly like white and gold silks and fabrics and stuff that has property of the silver flame written on the crate that it's in.
Okay. They're making all sorts of friends.
You also have, just kind of generic stuff. There's like a crate full of food down there. A crate or two full of things that they could eat while traveling should they need to. No diamonds though.
Hmm. Okay. I will find the shiny things somewhere around here. I know I will. And these barrels are full of explosives. What about these crates over here off to the side?
I don't know if I'd say they are full of explosives, and more like they are explosives.
I mean, potato, potato.
Crates off to the side have distilled water in it.
Okay. And then what about these ones down here?
Those crates have ship repair supplies in them.
Hmm. These ones over here?
I don't know.
I'm making you come up with shit, ain't I?
Those ones are empty.
Okay. And then last but not least, these barrels.
Rum.
Ooh. Okay.
Not in all of them. Just, in a couple of them.
Do I blow up the ship? I could blow up the ship. But let's head back and report.
Thank God for small favors. I was expecting the Chaos Gremlin to just blow it up.
Could have been cool.
Oh, it's on the table still. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no, I think we can use that for sure. I just thought you were gonna blow it up before we were ready for it to be blown up.
I mean, I can be an asshole, but I'm not that big an asshole.
I know. Yeah, but it would have been pretty fucking chaotic.
Don't get me wrong. I was staring
Tiny
at that
deal.
big red button. I was staring at the big red button, ready to push. All right, let's skitter along. You know what? While I'm on my way back, let's take a look at the rest of the windows that I'm assuming the ship probably has now, since they got a lot of people living in it.
So many windows. Yeah, there's 10 on each side.
That's a good amount of windows.
Yeah, no one minds this little spider coming in and just coming by and just looking from the outside in.
You do have to give me a stealth check though, because
Oh, absolutely.
if people see a spider, if I see a spider, I am prone to killing it immediately.
I mean, spider's essentially using my stealth skills, so we're good there.
No, the spider uses its own stats. Uses your proficiency, but its own stats.
Yeah, which is actually like it's one less, but on top of that, I'm still getting a plus 10. So I'm good. I'm good no matter what I
You're getting a
do.
plus 10 on top of that.
Remember, I cast Pass Without Trace?
How long does that last? Oh, that lasts an hour, right?
Yup.
Yeah, so. Oh, you need to give me a concentration save because you took 1 damage.
Okay, so let's take care of the concentrate. What's it? What am I using for concentration? The cons.
Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
All right.
And that's in your
And it's
regular
gotta be-
form, not your spider form, because... Yeah. Okay. Cool, yeah. So you maintained concentration. You were fine.
All right, so 19 plus 10, so 29.
Okay. Yeah, nobody sees you.
The question is, what do I see?
You see rooms, some of them empty, some of them not. People going into the rooms to sleep.
Any pirates?
Yeah, pretty much only exclusively pirates.
Hmm.
A lot of them, the ones that were downstairs, you see people going kind of in and out. As you're, yeah, as you're making your way across, you see These people that are on the map are obviously like not static. They're not all just like standing there in the same spot all day. They're moving around and stuff. I just don't want to be constantly moving things.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't expect you to move every token all the time. Just like, okay, God, I gotta move this token. Oh God, I gotta move this token. Oh God, I gotta move this token.
And then these
Every
guys are gonna be
time,
walking
right?
this way. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to skitter into the window and let them know what I found.
Okay. That was quite the expedition. By the time you get there, the sun... it's still light out, but the sun is behind the mountains fully.
Mm. Come into the room, come out of wild shape. Well, that was an entertaining venture.
Do tell.
So, there's a shop in the middle of town. As far as I could tell through the houses, I just seen people living there. I couldn't find a storeroom of any kind, which is weird.
Oh, so we're not
There's
burning
gotta
down
be.
a house?
We could
What
probably
we
burn down the
can do,
shop.
we can burn down a ship.
Need more information.
So, the captain's house, I managed to scale the outside of it, got on the ship that's parked right outside of it, and I found the barrels of explosives.
Okay. Gives me ideas.
Barrels of smoke powder.
So, light those up, they go off. Whoever lights it has to run, though, because I guarantee you that ship's not only going in flames, but it's going to come down.
Okay. So we saved the distraction for our getaway.
Last I've seen, the captain's in his house, lounging on a very expensive chair. And he was even, playing with a platinum coin, which I think we should really procure.
With you on that. Okay. Here's my revised plan now that we have all of this information. Possibly, we could still set the general store on fire because that's important enough that the guards will want to put that out and not just let it burn. We sneak to his door. Eberron casts silence on the guards. We take them out, hide their bodies, get inside, kill the bastard, loot his stuff, burn the ship as an escape. As a distraction as we make our way out. It's my preliminary plan. The overarching plan, at least.
Hmm. This general store is going to affect the general population as well.
It will. That's why that's more of optional. I don't necessarily want to, but I think a distraction in the beginning will help us from alerting guards to the sounds of gunfire and fighting coming from his house.
They just go to the Big Bang.
The problem is the ship is right by his house, and that's going to draw guards to his house and not away from it.
Fair, fair. But if we're lucky, the ship comes crashing down and takes out his house and him in it.
We need the head. We need proof.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he's not on the ship, so we'd have to sneak past him to get onto the ship. Put it on. Yeah, we would have to sneak past him to do that.
okay, DM, I have one question.
Yeah.
When you set a barrel on fire, I know there's 2 barrels there at least. But when you set a barrel on fire, how long do you have to run away?
I think that depends on how you set it on fire, because probably not very. It's incredibly flammable.
I do have fire bolts. So if we want to save Dimension Door, I could firebolt it, and then me and Erlen could Dimension Door away.
I mean, yeah, you're not the only one that has some firepower. I actually have produced flame.
Is that a cantrip or a
Yeah, it's a
leveled
cantrip.
spell? Okay, okay.
It's
I don't know what the
he
range
casts
on.
it as a bonus action, and then he throws it later as an action.
Yup.
What's the range on that? Because I have 120 feet on firebolt.
I promise there's not 120 feet on the inside of that ship.
True.
Yeah,
That's
that I
Line
can.
of sight.
okay. Yeah. So it's whoever you want to do it. It's however you want to do it.
I think it would be good.
I'm
if
just laying out
someone-
the groundwork.
Well, look, DM just says that it's only 76 fire damage for 1 keg of gunpowder, so we need to hit more than one of these. One of these is not going to take this ship down. It's going to cause a fire. It's going to maybe eventually take it down.
So your
But we
ship,
need a bigger
the
build.
your tiny little ship, has 150 hit points. Just
Yeah,
so you know.
and this one's way bigger than 76 is not going to do it. 76 is an inconvenience.
How
to
many
this ship.
barrels were there next to
2.
each other? Just the 2?
2 barrels.
So
So this
I'm
is a
assuming-
distraction, but this isn't going to take the ship down.
yeah, I'm assuming one barrel going off would set the other one off because they're right next to each other. It'd be weird if they didn't.
That'd be one strong barrel.
Yeah. So give me a sec to pull out my calculator. So minimum that's 14 damage.
49 is the
Max.
average.
Yeah, 89 would be or 84 would be the max. So it's not going to take it down, but it might start a fire to be enough of a distraction.
For sure. For sure, it could be a distraction.
Yeah, especially if both of them go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really want to avoid setting that off until after the captain is dealt with, if we can help it.
Well, I think that's got to be before, though, because the distraction is what keeps the other guys from coming in and helping the captain, isn't it?
Isn't the ship
That's
isn't the ship right like next to the captain?
yeah. The ship is right next to him, so if we set that off, they're gonna come running towards where we are. So I think we should burn the general store.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we've set the ship off
I think the store's not even
as
that far away,
part of our
right?
escape. It's not across the map, but it's
Across
far
the
enough
street.
away and should. Yeah, it should
How-
cause enough of a distraction.
How bad do we want to be? Because we could set the building with women and children on fire. Just saying.
That's a
No.
little too bad. That's a little too bad. The reason I'm thinking general store is these guys aren't going to care about general people. The only people that's going to attract is like their friends and family and other towns members. To get the bandits interested, we need to burn a resource of theirs. In the general store, while it's not a major resource, would still be a resource. If you
Okay.
think they're gonna go for like the women and children thing,
Probably not.
then we'd be better off trying to set this one off.
No,
Because that's all the
probably
way across.
probably the general store is the way to go. It's just the proximity that I'm now thinking about.
Yeah, it's not great. It's 110-ish feet away.
Couple dashes.
Yeah, it's 2 turns away, basically.
So I guess what we're
But
gonna have to rely on is that not many of the men are gonna come check on the captain, and that the ones that do go down quick and easy.
yes, and I'm still banking on using silence to muffle the sounds of our fighting.
That would be really good. Yes,
Yeah,
if we can blockade the door or anything, if we can do this like inside his house and block ourselves in. Anything to help the cavalry, prevent the cavalry from coming.
exactly. And then we can escape out back.
Yeah, we just blow out a window.
I'm
or something.
thinking we run and hide in the woods surrounding and try to make our way on foot for a little bit and then pull out the ship
Yeah.
while they're busy dealing with their burning town.
Oh, and I realized I forgot to mention this, but the other ship, the Crimson Scorpion that you guys saw, is like way over. It's by like the Eastern Guard Tower. Is where it's parked.
Okay, so that works out. So we can head off in the direction of to the northwest, which is in the direction of the trolls. Right?
That is generically in the direction of the mountains. Yeah.
Okay, so we can head off towards the mountains and then break out the ship and just sprint away once
Yeah.
we have enough distance.
Let's see if this works. We just gotta kill him and.
Yeah, we definitely want to steal his shit too, because we want our gold back, because these are low quality diamonds. If we try to sell them, we're not gonna get our money back out of them.
I would get some money for sure, but yeah, probably not as much as we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, the 100 gold ones, sure, but I kind of need those for the balance of harmony. 500 gold ones, they're only really good for spells.
So, I know that I'm not gonna have enough time for a big boss fight this morning.
No.
Yeah, I thought we
I
were
have
gonna
about
get to
an
that
hour and a
like
half
way
left,
earlier
but-
in the day, in the session.
No,
Yeah,
we're
sorry.
too busy.
You
We're
never
too
know with
busy
us.
rocking it out.
Oh yeah. Fucking Eberron was clutch today.
Mhm.
I mean, they're still going to be drunk when we attack, right?
Well, so hopefully we've dealt with a third of the camp. If we can draw another third towards the fire, then that leaves a third milling about, not dealing with us.
Do we have any kind of poison or
So
something?
this is kind of... I sold all of my poison to pay for other things.
Okay.
I think. I might still have 1 or 2 things of poison lying around.
I
No, I sold
mean,
all of it.
I can make potions and whatnot. I don't know if alchemy is good for making poisons.
I was just thinking maybe we donate a bottle of something with some poison in it, maybe take out a couple more of them, you know?
Yeah. We could always try to bluff our way into the room, too. Not dealing with the guards in front. Oh, son of a bitch, I gotta take this.
There's guards out front of his house, the captain's house.
Yeah, that's
Did I see?
some intel that got is that there's usually like a couple people posted out in front of his
What do we
house at
think?
night.
What do we think the odds are of bribing them to maybe just walk away? Just maybe go for a little walk.
I think whatever we could bribe them with would be less than what they're getting paid. Because all we've got are a bunch of low quality diamonds and however much money Stasser's got.
Not to mention their lives. They'd have to be gambling on
Yeah,
you.
that too. Yeah,
What if,
they'd be gambling on us succeeding and them not getting caught.
Erlen,
I
do you have
mean,
command or suggestion or anything like that?
I have a charm person.
Erlen, do you have command or suggestion or anything like that?
Mhm.
I really need to go for wisdom, Jesus.
I have command.
No, I don't really have.
Pesh has command.
Ash has command?
I also have invisibility.
Of course, Pesh can
That
command.
could also be useful for this.
How many uses of command do you have, Pesh?
What do you mean uses?
He just
Do you
God.
know the spell command, or are you just going to walk up and tell them to do something?
That's what commanding means. Is just telling people to do things.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
but do you have the spell?
Does Orpheus have command? Or
Oh,
suggestion?
good question.
Because he can just tell the guards to fuck off.
Characters. Nope. The spell list is in the characters tab.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
How are we gonna deal with these guards?
With the power of violence.
I'm with you generally. But this time I think we have to be a little bit more tactful about it.
Yep, I'm still thinking our best bet is to cast silence, and then all five of us gang up on him and kill him.
Just beat up the guards and hope nobody notices?
Well, that's what the silence is for.
Well, I know, but
Maybe
silence
try luring them around the
isn't
side.
silence isn't invisibility, is what I'm getting at.
No, but we
I can cast
could
invisibility.
lure them around. We could lure them around the side up towards the top, where they're out of line of sight of everything else, and then silence and kill them.
Okay, how are we
Or
gonna lure
bluff.
them around? How are we gonna lure them around to the back of the building?
I'm just throwing out ideas here.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm asking, like, how are we gonna lure them around to the back of the building?
Yeah. Let them see Istostra, someone they wouldn't have seen before. Just a quick glimpse, so that they're not
live,
quite sure.
live bait.
Fate.
Right. Okay.
Or, again, we could try bluffing our way through. Say we saw something around the side of the building. Maybe someone's trying to start a fire. We should go deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a pretty good deception.
Two
I think
ideas.
Erlen has a pretty good deception. We could probably.
I've got really good deception. I think all of us trying together.
Why is the
think
one thing you're
almost
all
all of
good
us-
at? Why is the one thing you're all good at lying?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
I
we all
have-
got it.
I have expertise in deception. So I have a +10 to that.
Istazar, I've sent you a secret plan.
I'm also really good at stealth,
Oh.
sleight of hand, and persuasion. Hell, I could try persuading them to leave their posts.
Okay. Well, I don't think we'll be getting anything actually like effectively done. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you everyone for
All right.
joining.